The Seminoles come in at 6-2 in a huge game, taking on ranked Miami at home, fresh off a high-scoring game against North Carolina. Defensively, eh, kind of nervous about this game, understandably so. We know we're going to have to put up points. We did play Miami in the NIT last season with Tulane. We got to see a little bit of what this offense will look like, hoping defensively for a little bit better of a matchup for him. At home, or hoping to get off to a good start, but Arroyo over the middle, wide open. Xavier definitely had our eyes in this one. Arroyo taking advantage there. 7-0, second down. Maybe want to wait a little bit longer on that one. Would have been open if I held the ball longer. Threw the ball too quick. That's going to be an easy pick. And then third down. To this point, look at that one. A dot. Throws it right in between two guys. That's a completion for a TD. 4 third down conversions in a row for Miami. So, get a little bit of momentum swing there. On out at the 4, we do get a stop. And then play action, roll out. Wide open is the backup tight end. Touchdown, FSU. So 14-7, trying to get back in the game. 2nd and 7 for Miami. Wide open and spinning out of the tackle. So 1st and 10 coming after that. Ward waiting. Open over the middle again. Arroyo doing work against the FSU defense. 3rd and inches. Who it is? Arroyo. RPO getting into the end zone. So 21-7. Florida State trying to make something happen. DJ finding his target down the field. Brown with the catch. And then 1st and goal. Williams getting the ball, getting into the end zone. 21-14. Miami driving, looking to add to the lead. And the receiver open, but he gets hit. That ball pops up. Fortunate turnover for FSU. They get the ball to start the second half, 3rd and 7. Benson. Interesting throw. Trying to throw the streak there, and that ball was clearly very short. So leads to a throw in a double coverage when you're trying to make it 50-50. But defensively, Brown stepping up, making the pick. 21-21 after getting it 3 and out. DJ finding Brown. So Brown on offense, Brown on defense. Big TD there. Florida State with the first lead of the game, 28-21. Miami looking to answer. Xavier catching the ball, hits it, and the defense recovers. So after picking up a 1st down, defensive end just blowing up the screen. And then 3rd and 19 after a false start. Ooh, Lawrence breaking the tackle there, but he does hold on to the ball. Leads to a field goal, 31-21. Cam looking. Love how the left tackle's not even doing anything there, but that's fine. Xavier. That's going to be a 1st down. And then with the 3rd quarter winding down, 1st and 10. Conrad with the pick. So FSU avoiding giving up points. Head to the 4th quarter. After Miami gets a stop, wide open. Xavier making up for that fumble. Gets into the end zone. The lead cuts to 3. Florida State looking to be aggressive. EJ finding Benson deep. Falls to the ground making a catch. So Florida State back up 10. 3.5 to go. Cam looking for a big play. Arroyo again. Killing the FSU defense. 2nd and 2. Tight window throw there. Almost picked, but it's going to be a catch for Arroyo. No huddle, 1st and 10. Is trying to get somebody organized defensively. Everyone's scrambling. But Murphy comes up with a big interception. And after that, FSU able to run out the clock and get the win. So offense coming for both sides, especially in the passing game. Both teams over 400 yards of offense. 3rd downs are really good for Miami, especially early on. Turnovers, though, a big one. 5-2, sorry. With Miami's coming mostly in the second half. Cam Ward, man, 25 to 35, those are 452, 4 touchdowns, also 4 interceptions. The run game, something we could take a deep breath on. Not a lot of attempts for Miami, just 13 attempts, altogether 9 yards rushing. Arroyo, kept mentioning him. Yeah, 175 yards on 8 receptions, 3 touchdowns. Xavier, 118 on 4 receptions for a touch. Defensively, Miami with the 2 picks. Powell and Francisco both for 1. Francisco also with 6 tackles. For FSU, 18 for 26 was DJ, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions with 326 yards. The ground game, well, not exactly explosive, but at least trying to be consistent. Go with that. 58 yards for Lawrence to lead the way. Benson, big touchdown in the fourth quarter. Got 103 yards on the day. A lot of people pitching in the receiving game. And then defensively, Murphy, a hell of a game for him. 9 tackles, tackle for a loss, 2 interceptions, half a sack, and a forced fumble. Third quarter, huge in this game. 17-0 of momentum carrying over from the first half after the popped up interception. But field general, something we had to be wary of the whole game, trying to disguise coverage shells, trying to throw a lot of different looks at Cam to keep him off balance. Some worked, some clearly did not. But at the end of the day, we get a win. We're 7-2, and we're just trying to take this momentum to the next game.